Welcome back. Things are about to get spicy in our dungeon as both of our parties are about to face their greatest nightmare. Will they prevail? Will they fall? Will we have fun? Most likely. So let's get to it. To start this combat off, I do have a question for both of you. So this Fabor is important in both of your backstories. And how I'm picturing a Fabor, which I think it could go many ways. I'm picturing it as kind of like this large beast with obviously probably like 4 tusks, because why not? It's the Feywild.
Yeah.
And I have been picturing it with like groups of fungus and like mushrooms kind of like growing on its back and stuff.
Yeah.
When you think of like the Fabor, like, let's create this creature as it's charging at you, going to ram you. Like, what else, like, about this Fabor might make it different than a regular boar?
I almost feel like it would have kind of like stripes on the back.
Okay, yeah,
different colors.
Nice.
I think
Okay.
I think like most things in the Feywild just kind of has like an aura, like an energy around it.
Yeah.
Like it's some sort of just like magical, like, you know, not necessarily of any effect, just like it just radiates energy that you can kind of like you can like feel the ozone after a lightning strike kind of thing.
Definitely, yeah, because the Feywild is this like plane of like
Magic.
untapped magic and emotion and that stuff. And we'll say right now, as this boar is not chasing, because you guys aren't moving, but charging at you, these trees are falling, you can feel its aura and you can feel the pure emotion of just like anger and hatred as it is sprinting straight at you. And I think as it lunges out of the tree line, knocking down 2 more trees that fall into the meadow, crushing some of those wonderful flowers, it is going to charge. And I think it sees the 3 of you there. And Harvey, as you are holding Boggle, I think it's going to charge you because it sees it can hit 2 people for 1 here. So it is going to run, charge, put it down. Well, I guess if it's a boar, it doesn't have to put its head down. It's going to ram you with its tusks, and it's going to make a charge attack. Ooh, okay. I'm guessing 10 does not hit your AC.
No.
Okay, so boar comes flying at you. I'll say, I'll give this to you. How do you get out of the way of this boar as it, comes charging at you?
So, since Harvey would be holding on to Boggle, seeing this thing charge it, probably at the last minute, he would just kind of tuck and roll out of the way, just barely missing being trampled or gored.
Okay, yeah. You roll out of the way as this thing goes, it runs past you. We'll say it's 10 feet behind you guys right now, and it's turning around. With that being noted, Cicero, you are up next as this boar has just missed the party.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
So Cicero has had nightmares about this boar for like, you know, years at this point.
Absolutely.
Is there like somehow that this is affecting him like psychologically, you think?
I think let's open that. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think like this is something that is like shaking him to the core? Like, is this like?
I think I kind of want to do like a wisdom save or something to like see.
Absolutely. We will
if
say let's say wisdom save, DC we'll say 12. And if you fail it, you're gonna get under the frightened effect.
6.
All right, so you are frightened. That means, let's see how well I can do this off the top of my head. You cannot move closer to it. I know that for sure. And you have a disadvantage on any checks made when you can see it. Let me just make sure that is right.
And any attacks.
Yes, any attack, any roll. Ability checks and attack rolls with it when it's in line of sight have disadvantage, and you cannot willingly move closer to it. So yeah, you see this creature. You maybe even lock eyes with it. And this Fabor is much bigger than you remember and much more menacing. Like you said, like with the emotions of the Feywild, like you guys are connecting and you can just feel all this negative energy radiating off of it. What do you do?
First, I am gonna try and attack. I'm gonna just like kind of like as like a fear response. I'm just like kind of like fight or flight. I'm choosing flight, or I'm choosing fight in this very moment.
Okay. Totally.
And so yeah, my bracer glows and 2 daggers appear in my hand, and I'm going to throw both of them
Yeah, go for it.
Both my attacks. The first one's an 11.
An 11 does not hit. We'll say you throw it and it bounces off the hide of this boar. As it is
these are at disadvantage, actually.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. So, yeah, you're right. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah. So then I'll just count that. So it's a 10, so that still doesn't hit. So then this will be the second attack. Would be 15, or... Okay, 11, which we have established does not hit.
Right. So, and I'll say, like, this is, like, a kind of a, like, your worst nightmare is, like, everyone's had those nightmares of, like, the thing, like, chasing you that you can't hurt, and right now you just threw 2 daggers at it. They both just bounced right off.
It seems like our Fae friends have run into a little bit of a piggy problem. Well, let's see how our newlyweds are dealing with their nightmares.
Yay, +1 to dexterity.
As they were transported, Endora would have like held on to Donovan's hand, with her shield hand, because it's like buckled to her arm, so that that they didn't get separated. So right now they're adorably holding hands, getting ready for a fight.
Absolutely, yeah. You're holding hands. The dungeon transforms. You see this shadowy mashup of your family, and it takes on the same size as this giant knight. It is large, and it is lumbering at you. We are going to say it is currently 50 feet from both of you. Endora, start us off.
Endora is going to start off with a slight look of panic in her face. As she will bonus action cast Hex on it.
Okay.
And she will then, hexing its strength.
Strength, okay.
Yeah. And then we'll shoot off 2 Eldritch Blasts straight into its fucking face. In her panic, she rolls on them a mighty 10 and a even mightier 9.
Okay. What does it look like when Endora casts spells?
When Endora casts spells, it's not so much of a look. There's almost an olfactory response where you start smelling sweet-smelling wisteria. As 2 large bowling balls of force energy just like try and hurtle down to center mass and probably miss.
Yeah, we'll say they both go. What were those numbers again?
10 and 9.
Yeah. They both go flying and look like they are going to hit this amorphous creature. But it seems to just miss, and it seems like the body actually morphs to avoid the second one, the 10. As they both go flying down, ricocheting, both blasts of force ricocheting into... We'll make it even more thematic. Like, maybe you have there's family paintings on the dungeon wall now. It hits both of them and they both fall to the ground. Anything else?
And then she'll move 30 feet forward to kind of put herself between Donovan and the carpet monster, or not her family monster. And as she goes, she gives his hand a little squeeze of like, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. And then just shield walls up.
All right, Donovan, it is your turn. This thing got an 8, so you were up before it.
Oh, God. All right. So, Donovan's actually going to let go of her hand and squeeze her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to get your family with me. Time to do it again. And it'll, take, a very slow, I'd say about 15 feet towards it, because it's how far away from us right now?
From you, 50. From Endora,
20.
20, yes.
Donovan's actually going to call out from behind her, talking to this thing. And this is going to be a vicious mockery.
Okay.
But instead of a roll, could I use what I say?
Yes. I'll say you've done this before. Yeah, if you can make a very poignant statement here, mockery, then absolutely, I'll say. Just because you guys have fought this before. Absolutely.
Walking the slow 15 feet. You know, Bob, been the herald for plenty of heroes, I always put their reputation before my own. I sing their glories before I ever speak of my own. Except with her. Your kin. Your own flesh and blood. Even though it's not your own flesh and blood, still your flesh and blood that you continuously hack at. Do you know what happens when you hurt someone a bard cares about, even more than himself? It's very rare, but I guarantee you, it will not end well. No, I see the mother and father in there, of course, your pitchfork stuck up your own ass. I see some other cousins. Is that your aunt there? Oh my dear God, you still can't paint your face right. And you, the uncle, we're not going to get into you yet. I'm glad you're already dead. All of you hold no power here. None of you hold power. You're a fear tactic. And I'm not afraid. Bonus action. Bardic Inspiration to Endoro.
Absolutely.
Husbandly affection.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm cool with that. All
I
right,
got your
roll.
back.
We're gonna double this psychic damage because that was a kick-ass monologue there. So roll 2d4 for me.
2d4? My Vicious Mockery is already 2d4.
All right, roll 4d4 then.
Yeah.
44.
44.
All right. Not bad. Not great. 4, 6, 7, 9.
9 altogether. Okay. Yeah. I'll say as you are saying this, you watch as this creature starts to almost like turn in on itself, almost as this like internal just nastiness that this family is, and it starts to like pull itself apart as you are giving this entire monologue with that psychic damage, and you watch as it starts to lose its mass a bit as you are doing that and going through that, and you actually notice this very faint smoke begin to rise from this creature.
Then with the Bardic Inspiration, Endora would just hear, finish it.
And who said words can't hurt? Let's go check on our Fae friends, shall we?
I was saying, if I can make an opportunity attack out, I'd like to as well. But
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. If we want to clear that up, yeah, because it did run past you.
Yeah.
I should have called that. But yeah, if you want to make an opportunity attack as these daggers both bounce off, bop.
I was saying, if I can make an opportunity attack out, I'd like to as well. But
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. If we want to clear that up, yeah, because it did run past you. I should have called that. But yeah, if you want to make an opportunity attack as these daggers both bounce off, bop.
14? Does that
14 does hit. It just hits. You are just able to pierce. And I will say, when you do damage to this boar, it's not like gushing blood or anything. It's actually like releasing smoke as you hit it, and it actually loses a little bit of its size.
Okay.
What is that damage for me?
6.
6. Okay, not bad. Okay, so how does that look as you are jumping and rolling? Do you like pull out what weapon and hit it as you're jumping and rolling out of the way?
So as Harvey and Boggle kind of tumble out of the way, he kind of rolls up to the side and pulls out his crossbow real quick and just does a quick fire as it's running past him.
Okay, I can dig it. All right, Cicero. Anything? What else are you doing? I should say.
I think probably even when he summoned those daggers, it was like his hands were shaky too, so that probably
Totally
had something to do with that. And then just kind of looking around and kind of the memories coming back, he misty steps 30 feet back.
Okay, yeah, totally. So
like into the tree line, maybe, I guess.
absolutely, yeah. I'll say you actually get some cover there. All right, Harvey, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. So, roll to get out of the way. Am I gonna need to take any of my action to like stand up if I want to get out of the way?
No, we'll say it was a cool action roll and you like landed like a superhero or something. Like you're fine.
Okay. So with that, let's see. So Harvey's going to take another shot at the boar while holding Boggle, and at the same time also kind of making that beeline for the tree line.
Okay.
Hey.
Definitely.
That definitely does not hit.
So what is it?
9. That was a 9.
Yeah, we'll say you said you're taking another shot of the crossbow.
Yeah.
We'll say
using
the
crossbow
bolts just like the daggers like hit the hide but aren't able to pierce it.
again. Like quickly reload it and then fire again as I'm still running.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
That's not much better. It's a 13.
Does not hit again. Boom, another bolt goes into this board, just breaking, snapping in half, we'll say. All right, you start making your way towards the tree line. I'll say you are able to just get into the line of the trees, right next to Cicero. That note, is that your turn, I should ask?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be good.
It's Boggle's turn. Boggle's gonna be, I'll go back to work, I promise. I'll go back to, just look at you guys and be like, I don't fight. What do you want me to do?
Boggle, do what you do best. You boggle.
Boggle.
All right, can you put me down?
Harvey's gonna set him down.
All right. Watch out. And Boggle's going to actually, this might be stretching his ability a little bit, but he is going to run a circle around you guys, and he's going to make an oil puddle. So remind me, when the boar runs at you, it's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw or fall prone because of Boggle. So he runs around with his hands like waving as he runs around you and just releases this very, like, we'll say sweet smelling oil that like makes a complete circle around you as you guys are in the tree line. And as he's doing that,
Oh, the boggle.
Oh, Boggle.
I like it. The boar is going to make eye contact with you and sprint right at both of you. Ram attack. 13.
No, it does not hit.
Okay, and it is going to make a dexterity saving throw. It has to beat a DC 11 or fall to Boggle. It got an 18, so we'll say it comes charging at you, knocks over some more trees as you guys jump to the side once more. Boggle looks a little defeated that his oil didn't do anything, but like trees fall, and once again, opportunity attacks if you guys want to take it. Because this thing is just going to just run past you. It just wants to ram you. That's like what it's trying to do right now.
It's only a 12, so that's...
Yeah, that again, off the boar.
That one.
Yeah, you are... what we will say is you don't fall prone from this, but we will say you step in some of Boggle's oil and you're just shoot a crossbow bolt straight into the sky.
Boggle's going to become a fan favorite, isn't he? Well, I guess I can use that if I need to pull some emotional strings later.
Okay, so this creature is going to go and start, after that entire monologue and its infighting, it's going to kind of snap together, and it is going to make a move towards Endora, but before it comes and hits you or anything, it is going to release what almost looks like a bunch of inversed fireflies, these dots of things pulling the light towards it, and it's going to release it in a cloud towards you. So I need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, please.
Rolled a nat 1 on my con save for a mighty 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that bardic inspiration because I don't think I can make it.
All right, so, I will let you tell me what is happening as these reverse fireflies surround you and begin to just, like, get into your mind. This is kind of a pacifying effect it's doing to you. It is going to stun you.
Okay.
What type of memories is it flooding into your mind right now to stun you?
Endora remembers several things from her childhood. She remembers the endless dance lessons, the endless piano recitals, the endless etiquette lessons that just kind of almost like that numbing feeling of going from expectation to expectation to expectation. That kind of just cold emptiness and never feeling good enough. Never feeling like she'd accomplished her accomplishments well enough. As well as the endless barrage of how can we get rid of you? How can we make you something worthy enough to move along?
Yeah, as this is all flashing to you, you are going through this, Donovan, because Endora is very much into this headspace right now. You watch as this creature gets close to her and just winds up this fist that's made up of multiple arms and hands and just throws it and hits. Oh, I should roll that twice because advantage. Okay. So you are going to take... Oh, those are not good rolls for you. You are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage and 9 psychic damage. And with that being said, it is your turn, and with that damage, it is going to knock you out of that stun.
Things are looking a bit dire for these so-called heroes right now. Good. Maybe the next adventurers will take me more seriously. But who knows? Maybe they'll turn this all around. We'll have to see next time.